Hey YouTubers, check this out. We're gonna do a little review. I thought I would anyway, just because I got a couple of boots laying around. So I thought I'd do a little review on them. And I got a couple of here. That first one we'll start talking about here is the Alpinestars Tech 7. And I've had these boots for quite a while. Long time actually, probably about 3 years. And these boots have held up really good. I had another Tech 3 pair before that, and I had those for probably, gosh, I don't know, about 5 years or so probably. And didn't have to replace the soles on them hardly at all. But this pair here is starting to get a little bit worn. And first thing I want to talk about is how they fit. For me, they fit a little bit small because I got wide feet, so I actually had to go up a size. So I wear normally a 10, and these are actually an 11. And as far as the fit goes, after that, they were really nice and snug. They broke in real easy. Didn't take long at all. They fit really nice. I liked them, always liked them. Always been a fan of Alpinestars. I've had a couple other boots prior to this too, but you know, never really a more expensive pair, I should say. So anyway, so this boot is actually not too bad. My only objection is, and this is only for me because I don't know if anybody else has ever had this problem or not, but my problem was on the side of the boot, I don't know if you can see that, on the side of the boot here, it's a little worn, but there's the joint right here, right? And what happens for me is when my ankle flexes forward, this thing pops out. See how it's sticking out? Well, it's actually broken, and it's fallen out. So when I flex my foot like this, sometimes I get this portion of it right here caught on the subframe, and I want to tell you, it's not a good feeling to have your foot caught anywhere other than where you want it to be. But I can tell you, I had a little panic, and so I got rid of these. But aside from that, all this, I don't know, like microfiber and that, and the protection and everything's all pretty good. This isn't very well protected in the back as I would like, but you know, that's kind of, it is what it is. And but overall, this is a good boot. It still leaked, always had water in my feet, but the soles really held up really well. And I changed to Tusk from the stock foot pegs and went to the Tusk, and they've got those rounded nubs on there where you can remove them and replace them, and it really puts a lot of holes in the bottom of your boot. But this boot's actually starting to crack now too, so they were well used. So anyway, the buckles and everything were all good. The only thing was with these two also, if you got a little bit of dirt in them, you had to make sure you got them clean all the time, and because otherwise they were hard to close. But not too bad, really. I mean, you can do it. So other than that, I like these boots, and I would get another pair with the exception of this joint right here. If this was more flat, then I would have never bought another pair of boots. I would have just bought the same kind, but once the soles wore out. But anyway, that takes care of that one, and we basically don't use this one anymore at all. In comes the Leatt. Okay, Leatt, however you want to say it. And I'm not trying to rhyme, but anyway, fitment on this boot was really nice. It was about the same as Alpinestars, but it was true to fit for me. It's got a wider toe box up here, so for me in this style, it was perfect. Buckles, I will say though, I know they put a lot of time into R&D in these boots and stuff, but I actually had to do a little operation on these little buckles here. The reason was they are extremely hard to close. So if you got any kind of dirt in here or anything like that, that portion of it right here on the bottom, and I don't know if the camera can ever see that really because it's black, but there's a little nub right there, and I have actually trimmed that off, so that way I'm able to at least close this a little bit easier. And it's still tough. But if you get any kind of dirt in there or mud, yeah, you might as well forget it. I mean, I've literally had to hammer on these things before to get them to shut. So the other feature is this slide lock feature that they got on them right here. The Velcro, everybody's seen this before, and it goes one way. You try to pull it this way, it doesn't go, but you can slide it on there. It's pretty cool, actually. I wish everybody had these. So I do like that feature. I do like the protection. It's got nice protection here on the Achilles. It's got some flex protection here too, so you can't overflex your ankles. And this here is also got this shoot, what's the name of that called? Anyway, you can change these out, and what this does is it actually, from side to side this way, it keeps your ankle from moving, or it can move a little bit depending on which piece you put in there. I got the piece actually over here. Okay, anyway, when you get the boots, it comes with these, and it's a flex lock system, so you can change that red piece that's in there. You can change that out and put one in that's got a little more flex to it. I personally have mine set to where it doesn't flex much because I don't want it to flex. The boot itself on the inside is nice and flat. See how that flat? I don't have anything I can hang up on that right now. Haven't been able to. It is getting a little bit chewed up. This is threaded here, and I got a piece missing here. And these boots are probably, I want to say they're not more than 2 years old, but I do ride a lot. The sole on these is holding up really pretty well, but I wasn't sure where I can get a new sole replaced, because if you go to mxbootrepair.com and get on their website or whatever, they talk about everything but the Leatt, whatever. So I got a hold of them. I wrote to them and said, hey, I got a problem, man. I want to resole my boots, and where do I take them? They told me to take them to mxboot.com, and that's the only place you can have it done. So with that being said, I'm thinking, well, I ride a lot. I don't have a week or something to 2 weeks to want to sit around and wait for a new sole to be put on. So, what do I do? And not only that, ouch, I got my finger stuck in there. Anyway, the other problem was it's actually torn here now. This is torn. So I don't know if that can even be fixed. I'm sure it could probably be glued back down or whatever also, but I don't know why that's tore away from the sole area there. But yeah, these boots leak too. So aside from that, I like the features on it, and the fit is really good. Fits just as well as an Alpinestars, and it felt to me just like an Alpinestars. So I really liked that point of it. But once I got to the sole, having to replace it, shoot, man, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be able to have a boot that's comfortable and it's fairly easy to deal with, and something I can probably do myself. I don't want to have to send away to have replaced. So the leather and stuff in here is all held up really well. No problems there at all. And aside from that, the inside still looks brand new. I mean, this is a couple years old, and it still looks brand new. So anyway, that's about as far as that goes. And so since I'm not going to deal with the sole on this one either, out that one goes. Okay. So now what do we do? Well, I figured let's try something else. Let's go a little bit higher end, okay? Of course, those boots, the Leatts were about $3.99, give or take, whatever. And I didn't really want to spend a whole lot more, but you know, what do you do? I mean, you gotta have good foot protection and a good helmet. And I'm not here to talk about all that, but other than the boots. But anyway, so I figured, all right, well, let's try this pair. Okay, now looking at the CD Crossfire. Went ahead and bought these, and so far, I mean, the looks of them are really nice. They've got protection on the inside. See, you know, all these pieces right here can all be replaced. All these side pieces can all be replaced. All these buckles, they can all be replaced. Everything here can be replaced, and the sole also, 4 bolts, that can be replaced. The only issue is this sole is, I'm thinking, a little bit soft for those foot pegs I got. And man, I really wonder how they're going to get tore up the first couple rides I put in these boots. So all the protection on the back is really nice. The buckles are really easy to close, and no issues there at all. And they also have a little bit of Velcro halfway down and up on top. And it's got a big open area here. Now, what they do say is people with wide feet may have an issue with these a little bit. So what I had to do is I had to go up a size again. So I went from these are an 11. So went ahead and fit them on, no problems. If you wanted to, and your calves are kind of big, you can open these up. These portions of it right here on the inside, you've probably seen this in other reviews if you're looking for these boots. But anyway, they are adjustable. It's about a ½ inch of movement here on this front piece. On the back piece, the same thing. About a ½ inch of movement there on the back also. So these things can actually open up quite a bit more, quite a bit wider to accommodate the big calf boys. But anyway, or ladies. Anyway, so that's my little review. Hopefully these are going to work out for me. And as far as the other two go, Alpinestars, great boot. I would recommend it. If your subframe doesn't stick out, on the one bike I have, part of the plastic comes down, so it's not an issue, and I could actually still wear those with one bike. The other bike, the plastic doesn't come down all the way, and right here, this portion of it right here sticks out, and it grabs that. Once that piece sticks out, it grabs a hold of it. No problems with the Leatt other than the buckles being tight, and I actually trimmed the inside of them to get them to work a little better. But having to replace the soles in both of those boots, you got to send them out. And you know, these here I can buy them. I think they're 59 bucks on Rocky Mountain for new soles, and you can do it right here at home. So no gluing and all that stuff that I know of. I mean, I don't know. There might be something on the bottom of these, but I haven't taken them off to worry about it yet, so I don't believe that's an issue. So, all right, aside from that, that's it. Hopefully I'll give you guys another review on the CD, and hope you like it. Talk to you later.